And welcome to the Boom Displays portal. So in this session we'll just show you quickly how to use the portal and how it works. So once you log in, you'll see your device on here. So this is the name of the device, the ID number, the app version, when it was last connected, and it is online right now. So this will give you a real good idea if you are maybe outside of where that screen is, but you can actually see them all online. If you want to add more devices, you come in here, add the ID number and give it a name for what you want to remember it by. So that's how we add devices. To add content, very simply click on the content button, add image, and you press this button here, and that will allow you to go and add any type of image that you wish to add. So as you click the add image button, it'll ask you for the image, you give it an image name, and then you put it into a folder wherever you want to keep all your artwork within the actual system. And then the same thing for video. Once you've then got all your content ready, you then go into the calendar screen, and then you press add content to device. So very simply, you put the start date, the end date that you want this content to be available for. You select which device you want to actually use it for. So is it all the devices, or is it just a particular device you want it to go onto? And then once you know which particular device you want it to go onto, you then say which content do you want to send down to it. So you say, right, I want to put, I know, this logo, and I want it for 4 seconds. It'll always ask you for your time of your content if it's an image, because that's how long it'll stay on the screen for. If it's the only content on the screen, then it'll stay on there all the time. But if you've got 2 or 3 different images on there, then ultimately it'll only put it on there for 4 seconds. You can then say I want it to be on there for 24 hours a day, or you can put a specific time, AM and PM, you want it to come on from. So as you then press submit, that image and that content will be dropped straight down to it. So now you can see that's the content, that's the logo that's going to load after that video above it for 78 seconds. The video will always go by the seconds in which it has got the video for, whereas the content, the actual images, will go for whatever seconds you put in. And you can modify those seconds. So you want that to be 4 seconds, you want that now to be I don't know, a bit further, say for 10 seconds. So it's going to play that video for 78 seconds and then play that image for 10 seconds. The only thing to bear in mind is it's only for those dates there that you see. So if you want something to be for longer, you go into content, you put your date, and you just put it for where you want it to go to. So that's the idea. Okay. So by adding the content and then putting the start dates and end dates is how you can then say I want it to be from this date to this date, or you can just put it on for as long as you like, maybe till next year, or however long you want that particular bit of marketing content to be shown. And then the other thing you just to bear in mind is the subscriptions. By default, you get 7 days free of charge. Once that license expires, you then have to actually purchase a subscription. So we recommend purchasing the subscription before it expires. So please double check that to make sure that it hasn't expired. If it does expire, it's then going to play content for Boom Display. Whereas if you purchase your subscription, it'll tell you how many licenses you've got, and then you can just add your license directly in here. So just hit your purchase license. If you're liking the stick, you can then buy more sticks, and you can put as many quantities as you like when you buy those sticks, and then you can obviously have all the licenses for each one that you need. So hopefully that gives you a little overview of how to use the Boom Displays portal. And if you've got any feedback, feel free to put it into the feedback comments box here, and then we'll take that feedback on board and be able to help make the system even smoother and faster than what it is.